Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, the 16th, 2019. I guess the news of the day is that Nancy Pelosi has disinvited President Trump from coming to the House to give his required State of the Union speech. I don't know what more Americans have to see until they understand this is just a pure effort to remove a president. Just an effort unlike any I've ever seen. And I thought I had seen it all. But then I remember something I want y'all to remember. When she's telling him that he's not to come to her house, well, let's get something straight. That's our house, ours. And we're going to have to raise 8 shades of holy hell. How dare her disinvite the president from his constitutionally required State of the Union address from coming to our house. And then you have to know that President Trump, that means us. So, in layman language, what Nancy Pelosi has said, she doesn't want us to come into our house and give the State of the Union speech. When in fact and indeed the State of the Union is better than any other contemporary president has been in a position to give. Oh, now they all say, and the State of the Union is good. They all say it during their turn at the podium. But as most of you know, that's usually not the truth. But in this case, President Trump is telling the truth. Unemployment down. The economy running like a Swiss sewing machine. But he's not invited to our house. How much more do we see? How much more till each and every one of you have had enough? How much? Tell me. Let me know. How much until you can't take it anymore? Because that's where I am. I can't take it anymore. They're moving us so fast towards socialism that in a blink of an eye we're going to be there. And all that remains to stop them is President Trump. That's why he's got to go. That's why everything he tries to do in the interest of this nation, in the interest of following through on his commitment when he was running and making a promise of what he would do, everything he set out to do, they're blocking. No, they don't want him to give a State of the Union speech. No, sir. It would tear them up to have to sit out there and Pelosi to have to sit behind him as he tells the true condition of the United States of America this day. I just don't think you can go much longer. The media twists, turns, everything. You know, if he went out and stood on the United States Capitol and gave away gold bricks to the poor, they would find some way to make it a bad thing. They've got it so sewn up, they believe. Now listen to me. They've got this so sewn up that there's going to be 20, 30, maybe even more people running for president on the Democratic Party side in the primary. Can you believe it? That many people. You know why? Because they know whoever, in their minds, whoever wins the Democratic primary in 2020, whoever that is, they feel will be the next president of the United States. And there's a bonus. They'll not only get to be the next president of the United States, they'll be the last president of a representative republic, United States, and the first power center, the first president, if you will, of the new socialist America. They don't want a wall. They don't want a wall. Why? Because whoever takes over as this next president, according to the way they see it, will get to not only be the president of the United States, socialist country, they'll be the president of the Americas. Mexico, Canada. There'll be no borders because there'll be no countries anymore. That's what they believe's coming. That's why they're all running. Or they'll say different things, but never pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to what they're introducing in the legislature. Pay attention to the bills they're trying to get passed. Have you heard? There's a bill being moved around the Capitol, both houses, to make it legal for illegals to vote. Folks, it doesn't even flow out of your mouth. Making it legal for illegals to vote? Are you kidding me? And of course, I've told you they're going to be pitching reparation. Reparation just as a way to trick voters, the black voters, to voting. They're going to pitch free college and then doing away with all outstanding college loans. Trust me, they're going to do it just to get the millennials, the smartest generation ever in the history of the world. But they'll fall for that, even though there is no way on earth it can be paid for or will be paid for. It will not happen. My God, can't you see it? Can't you see it? Can't you feel it? I hurt so bad. I hurt so bad because I feel like I've let everyone down. Last night, I dared to take the chance to tell about this QAnon guy, or people, whoever it is. I dared to bring up the fact that there are not 60,000 sealed indictments fixing to be run through a tribunal, military tribunals. They even brought somebody on to help justify it. And I hope you learned something from Double X. I hope you learned that there are probably 57, 60,000 sealed indictments throughout this nation by hundreds of federal prosecutors and other prosecutors, state, local, federal. They're there. But they're for all manner of crimes. There are no sealed indictments for top-level past presidents, top-level military brass, top-level every department of the government. It's just not there, y'all. It's just not there. And I've heard from a lot of you saying that I obviously don't know what I'm talking about. Well, you know, maybe I don't. At this point, I'm willing to say, okay, I don't. Fine, if that's what you want to believe, I don't. I can't help the facts the way the facts are. Somebody said, well, you don't understand him and what he's been saying. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me is what everyone that hears him is saying. Don't you get it? Let's give him credit. Maybe he's not saying that there will be 60,000 high-level people that are going to be prosecuted in military tribunals. Maybe that's not exactly what he's saying, but that's what's being carried out from what he says. And people are passing it on. And then they pass it on to somebody else. And each time they pass it on, it gets to be bigger. And then what's happening? People that we need to support us, people that we need to stand up and help us stop this freight train to destroy us. The people we need to get on board that have never been on board before, people that are finally starting to open their eyes. Then they hear some tale like that, and they go back. They go back and don't get involved because we're all crazy. We're crazy. Anybody that's putting that out, they'll think we're crazy. And then any of us that are talking to people and supporting people that are passing that kind of stuff out, then we become crazy. Can't y'all see that? I have to be careful with what I say. Not with what I say, because I know what I say. But I have to be careful that what I do say doesn't get spun around by the time it's passed one generation to the next, to the next, to the next. That I didn't do something that was able to give people something they could stretch or something they could twist. And then put out a statement that I never made claiming that I did say it. You see, I don't get to go around to everybody that mistakenly misrepresents what I've said, and to the person that heard that misrepresentation, I don't get to go to all of them and say, no, you don't understand. That's not what I said. I said this. It doesn't work that way. And it doesn't work that way for Q either. We have to be careful. Today we have to be more careful than ever. Because I'm going to give you the test one more time. Take your thumb and take your forefinger. Now do it, y'all. Do it. Take your thumb and your forefinger and push them together. And now I want you to rub them back and forth, back and forth. Feel that? Now the distance between your thumb and your forefinger, pointing finger, the difference between your thumb and your pointing finger as you rub them together, that is how far we are away from losing our country forever. Forever. If we lose it, we'll never get it back in our lifetimes. Now I'm going to ask you, I need your help. I need your help. There's work that's got to be done. There are things that have to be done. And we can't go on doing them with nothing, confused. But I know, I know. You're working hard or you're on retirement, you have nothing. Folks, I promise you, this is no time to not give 110% effort to save this country. That just nothing else will do. So please, hear my plea, not for me. Hear my plea for our country. Can you? Do you hear it? Please, for our country. If you don't want to help me, help somebody that's trying to do something. I'm not talking about an aggregator, somebody that just takes information and rewords it and puts it out. Don't do it to somebody that's just stating the problems over and over. I mean, we don't need more people to tell us the problem. We need solutions. I have a shot at a solution. I'll tell you that. I will do it. I will do it. For 30 years, against odds that didn't look so good at all, I've done it. I will do it again. You have my word. And I need your help. So please, tonight, when you hear this, go to PayPal, can you? Please. If it hurts, then it hurts. It hurts me. You don't think I hurt when it comes time to pay the electric bill for the work we're doing and trying to stay in business? You don't think it doesn't hurt when I have to look at my family and say there's nothing to pay bills? And then that's not even to mention when money does come in, I have to use it to try to further a cause. It hurts. And I know it's going to hurt you. But this is our last chance to save the country. Our last chance. People in France, they're standing up. They're saying, hey, people in Britain with this Brexit, look what they did. Look what they're governing body, whatever you call it, damn thing. Look what they did. Other nations are starting to see it too. The people are rearing up. We're just not rearing up yet. Well, we're going to rear up. We've got to rear up. So help me. Nichols Live at AOL.com. If you've given before, thank you. Thank you. If you haven't, please do. Start now. Send $1, send 10. Please, if you can, send 500. If you can do better than that, send 10,000. We got to live to fight another day. If you're out there, please, Nichols Live at AOL.com. Now, if you can't use PayPal, go to nicholslive.com. There's a difference. Nichols Live at AOL.com is PayPal. And then nicholslive.com is a website where you can see other ways to help. So, folks, I beg you, not for me, I ain't begging for me. And for all the people that have all the cutting comments, well, you got to quit begging for money. Hey, you got to shove it up your ass. This is my country, too, and I'll fight for it. And just because you don't want to fight for it, or just because you think you're so smart that you think you know everything, fine. But this is my country, just as much as yours, and I'm going to fight for it. And there are people listening that are going to fight for it. So you can keep your snarly comments. Sorry for my language. Folks, that's what I have to say. Have a good day. Thank you.